Alright, fighters strap in. The fighting game gods have finally smiled on Nintendo fans. Street Fighter 6, Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition has landed on Switch 2, and everyone from salty veterans to total newcomers is buzzing. Is this a true evolution for portable fighters? Or just another port with extra hype? Today on Veteran Game, we're diving deep into the wildest, weirdest, and honestly most controversial Street Fighter launch in years. But before we get you KO'd by a wall of info, hit that like button and subscribe to Veteran Game for more bold reviews, spicy takes, and deep dives that don't pull punches. Seriously, it's the best way to stay ahead of the FGC curve. Let's hit start. Let's set the scene. For over a decade, Nintendo fans were left in the cold, watching PlayStation and Xbox players get all the Street Fighter love. Sure, we had some re-releases and throwbacks, but a brand new full-fat Street Fighter? Now that's something nobody saw coming. With the Switch 2, Capcom's breaking that drought in style. Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke, and the rest of the squad are back on Nintendo hardware. But if you thought this was just another lazy port, oh boy, you're in for a surprise. Street Fighter 6. Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition isn't just content complete with both years of DLC fighters. It's a full-on reimagining for Nintendo's new powerhouse handheld. Think you know what a portable fighting game feels like? Think again. Let's talk raw power. Does SF6 on Switch 2 hold up? Amazingly, yes, mostly. In docked or handheld mode, you're getting buttery smooth 60 frames per second during fights. And that's the magic number, folks. Combos land clean, input lag is barely noticeable, and even those of us who live and die by frame data can breathe easy. Sure, there are a few rough edges. The World Tour mode, the big open world RPG campaign, runs at a locked 30 frames per second, and it's a bit fuzzy, honestly. Metro City looks more like Metro Blurry sometimes. But the core fighting, whether online or local, is crisp, responsive, and way more playable than anyone had a right to expect on a hybrid console. Oh, and crossplay, still here. Your leaderboard dreams are alive and well, no matter what box you play on. Now, the real headline. Capcom's betting big on the Switch 2's new Joy-Con 2 controllers and their improved gyro sensors. Welcome to Gyro Battle Mode, where you literally tilt, shake, and rotate your controller to throw out punches, specials, even super arts. Sound gimmicky? Maybe. But here's the kicker, it actually works. No, you're not winning EVO with a spinning Joy-Con, but for casual matches, party chaos, or getting your little cousins hooked, it's a blast. Here's how it breaks down. Tilt the controller to move your fighter. Shake to attack. Rotate in circles to launch those iconic supers. Haptic feedback slams every hit home. It's intuitive, it's physical. Sometimes it's exhausting. But most importantly, it tears down the skill wall. Suddenly, your mom or your partner who's never thrown a fireball can stand a fighting chance. It's accessibility in a way the FGC honestly needs more of. Don't get me wrong though, veterans will find the limits fast. Gyro can't match a good D-pad or arcade stick. But as a party mode, 1010 would rage laugh again. Okay, buckle up. Remember Nintendo's obsession with fitness games? Capcom just took that idea and absolutely ran with it. Enter Calorie Championship mode. Instead of rounds, you're burning calories. The more you shake those Joy-Cons, the higher your score. Pull off a super art? You better keep shaking, your damage explodes the harder you go. At first, it's hilarious, then it gets competitive. Finally, you're sweating buckets and questioning your life choices while your avatar downs a virtual burger post-fight. Look, it's silly. It's not tournament material. But it is fun, and it's surprisingly great for luring non-gamers into the fray. Who knew Street Fighter could double as cardio? Of course, none of this matters if the package is thin. So what's actually included? The answer, a lot. All core content from the base SF6 release, World Tour, Battle Hub, Arcade, Online, you name it. Years 1 and 2 DLC fighters, that's everyone up through Elena, so roster variety is amiibo support. More a novelty than a must-have, but it's here if you want a sprinkle of Nintendo flavor. Exclusive Switch 2 modes. Local wireless one-on-one for cable-free brawls, avatar matches, and of course those motion-controlled mayhem modes. Alright, time for some real talk. Not everything's perfect in Fight Club. First, those motion controls. As fun as they are, hardcore players will want to avoid them for any kind of real competitive play. They just can't match the accuracy of a pro controller. And if you're serious about climbing the ranks, you'll swap back fast. Second, World Tour mode. It's robust, it's got tons to do, but it's still running at 30 frames per second. And on Switch 2, it's a noticeable step down from the other modes. If you care about visuals or just want that silky smooth feeling, be warned. This is a play it for the story, not the graphics situation. And let's be honest, some of the exclusive features, like the calorie burning and motion madness, feel more like novelties than game changers for the franchise. You might try them once for the laughs, then go right back to classic 1v1s. But here's what blew me away. Street Fighter 6 on Switch 2 is the ultimate social fighter. Not in a host a sweaty tournament way, but in the hey, hand a controller to anyone and let chaos reign way. Accessibility is through the roof. You can hand Joy-Cons to your parents, your friends, your siblings, and everyone actually has a shot. The game is instantly understandable, and there's genuine joy in watching newcomers land their first big move. Plus, the portable nature means you can grind out combos on the go, hop into online matches anywhere, or set up couch duels literally anywhere with a screen. On the bus, at a party, lunch break. The answer is always yes. So the million zenny question, is Street Fighter 6 Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition on Switch 2 worth your hard-earned cash? Let's break it down. If you're a hardcore FGC warrior who lives for pixel-perfect inputs, ranked grinds, and EVO dreams, this probably isn't your main platform. You'll want the PS5 or PC version for the absolute best performance. But if you want a portable Street Fighter that actually feels good, with all the content you'd expect, and a party-friendly twist nobody saw coming, this is it. The gyro and fitness modes are a fun side dish. The real meal is a feature-rich fighter you can play literally anywhere, new to fighting games. This is maybe the most approachable Street Fighter ever, thanks to those wild new control schemes. If you're returning after years away, it's pure nostalgia and innovation in one package. My advice, if you own a Switch 2 and love fighting games even a little, this is a must-have. The minor technical hiccups and gimmicks don't hold it back from being a blast. Capcom could have phoned it in with this port, but instead they took some wild swings, and for the most part they connected. This isn't just a victory lap for Street Fighter, it's a bold experiment that shows what's possible when you rethink how people play. Now, I want to hear your take. Are you all in on motion madness, or sticking to old school controls? Have you burned more calories in Calorie Championship, or just burned out your patience? Drop your best moments and hottest takes in the comments. Let's get a classic veteran game debate going. And if you like this deep dive, remember, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more no BS gaming reviews, deep lore, and fighting game breakdowns every week right here on Veteran Game. This is Veteran Game signing off until the next round.